You just received a subject-free offer on your home. The buyer's deposit is in, the paperwork is all signed, and you're thinking, yes, we're finally sold. We can finally breathe. But then your realtor tells you, not so fast, because in BC, your home isn't technically sold yet. Why? Talk about anticlimactic after a subject-free offer. The Home Buyer Rescission Period, which is a 3-business-day window that gives the buyer the right to back out even if the offer was subject-free. Once that 3-day window is over, not including weekends or holidays, then you can finally exhale. Let's talk about the Home Buyer Rescission Period, also known as HBRP. Some might know it as the cooling off period, and when it actually applies. Hey everyone, I'm Courtney Ruff, your Fraser Valley and South Delta realtor, here to make BC real estate make sense. Or try to, one topic at a time. Now, this wasn't always a thing. The HBRP actually came into effect on January 3rd, 2023, after a chaotic couple of years in real estate. When subject-free offers were being thrown around like giveaways at an Oprah Winfrey show. Subject-free offer here, subject-free offer there. It's because we were constantly in multiple offers and the only way to really win in that bidding war was subject-free. It's just how it was. Why it exists. So why did the government introduce it? Well, it was meant to give homebuyers a bit of protection after committing to what's often the biggest purchase of their lives. It gives them 3 business days to back out of a firm, subject-free offer after it's been accepted. That's important because if your offer does include subjects like financing or an inspection, you already have built-in protection to walk away if those conditions aren't met. But remember, as a buyer, you are legally required to use every reasonable effort to fulfill those subjects or conditions. These are not escape clauses. These subjects protect the buyer, allowing them to do their due diligence, like getting a home inspection or securing finances before the deal becomes legally binding. So, the Home Buyer Rescission Period only applies when your offer is unconditional from day one. No subjects, no conditions. Subject-free. What it applies to. This cooling off period applies to most residential properties in BC, including detached homes, townhouses and duplexes, condos and all strata properties, manufactured homes, affixed to land, and some co-op housing. It doesn't apply to homes sold at auction, court-ordered sales, leasehold or leased land properties. Now, where I'm from in Tsawwassen, there's a lot of Tsawwassen First Nation leasehold properties, and the HBRP does not apply to those. Here's how it works. Once your subject-free offer is accepted, you have 3 business days, not including weekends or holidays, to rescind your offer for any reason. You don't need to explain or get permission from anyone, but there's a cost, a rescission fee of 0.25% of the purchase price. So that's $250 for every $100,000. On a $1 million home, that's $2,500. Think of it as a small breakup fee for changing your mind after locking in the deal. Now, this fee is paid directly from the buyer to the seller. Realtors are not involved in collecting it. If a buyer backs out and doesn't pay, sellers may need to seek legal advice. Now, in the 2 years since this came into effect, I haven't personally seen a buyer rescind an offer. I haven't represented one, and I haven't been on the other side of it. But every single contract we write, whether conditional or not, will include this rescission clause, even if the offer has subjects. We do still have to fill in that rescission amount every time the offer goes back and forth and gets countered. It's a bit redundant, but it's required. Honestly, that's probably my least favorite part. It really should just be crossed off unless the offer is subject-free. But I don't make the rules. It is what it is. If your offer has subjects, now if your offer does have subjects like subject to financing, subject to an inspection, or subject to the sale of your property, then the HBRP doesn't apply. If something comes up during your due diligence, say financing falls through or the inspection reveals some major issues, you can simply choose not to remove subjects and the deal collapses. No rescission fee required. Now, some important details. If a buyer rescinds a subject-free offer, they must notify the seller in writing within the 3-day window via a specific HBRP rescission form. and they must pay the rescission fee directly to the seller. This right can't be waived, not by the buyer, not by the seller, no matter what you put in the contract. Now, I mention that because if, let's say, someone is in multiple offers and there's two buyers competing and they're both subject free. Buyer A is subject free, buyer B is subject free. Buyer A can't put in their offer that they're waiving their right to rescission. It's there, you can't stop it. So just wanted to quickly mention that. And sellers, just know, your home isn't truly sold until those 3 business days have passed. So maybe hold off on popping the champagne until then. At the end of the day, the home buyer rescission period was designed to give buyers a bit of breathing room, but it only applies to subject-free deals. So whether you're buying or selling, make sure you understand which type of offer you're working with and what rights come with it. I'm Courtney Ruff, your Fraser Valley and South Delta Realtor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your questions below, and I will see you in the next one.